Welcome back to Common Agenda. Now we have some very special guests on our show today talking about something that has given us all trust issues. And no, we are not talking about your ex-lovers, Taylor Swift. We're talking about the one and only MBTA. That's right, here with us is Melissa Carubia, creator and composer, and Mike Manship, the writer of T and MBTA Musical. Move over, Hamilton, because there is a new cult classic musical in town that your floor mates will be singing loud and proud in those communal showers. Thank you so much for being here today, guys.
Sure,
Thanks for having us, Peyton.
So, Mike, I think I'll come to you first.
Sure.
Can you sort of take me through the plot of the musical?
Sure, yeah. It's so this is the story of three 20-somethings who feel like their lives have been, as we put it, derailed by the T.
Good
feel
pun.
like the MBTA's incompetencies have left them out to dry, and they haven't been able to move forward their lives or be the person they're meant to be because of the train system. So you could say it's a melodrama. They go after, they discover this map that they think will allow them to correct the T and to destroy the incompetencies of the T and to help them find the MBTA headquarters. And they have to follow a bunch of clues as they go, trying to get to the bottom of what's making the T work in this horrible way.
Sure.
To fix their own lives, in order to fix their own lives. And they discover things about themselves on the way, and they go through a bunch of the perils that we all know you encounter as you move through the train and bus system in Boston.
So would you say that some of the plot points were based on real-life experiences, horror stories on the T?
Sure.
Absolutely. So I went to Boston College, and I used to take the B line every day.
Sure.
And sometimes I'd have to take the B line when a Red Sox game got out. And if you've ever tried to get on a train, first of all, it's like trying to pack into a can of sardines that has gone bad.
Oof.
It smells, it's crowded. But one time after a game, I went on the train, and there were a bunch of bros who started rushing the train. And we actually have a song in the show that's inspired by bros. They come on, they start screaming and hollering, they're drinking. Some of them start using the bars of the T as their own personal gym. So yeah, there are definitely some real-life experiences that have made its way into musical theater.
Would you say that was your worst T experience of all time? Or just the one that...
That's top 5 for sure. Yeah, there's a couple flashers up there that
There's some personal experiences for us and for the cast, and when the original cast when we first did it about 5 years ago, and we've continued to accumulate experiences. As the T continues. Like last winter, the fact that it just basically was non-functional, and the fare hikes, the Green Line extension, the shuttle buses.
That feeling when you have to get somewhere and you realize it's gone to shuttle bus.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Right.
There's a song about that as well.
But one of the things I'm really proud of about it is it's not just referential humor either.
Yeah.
It's not just like, oh, isn't this funny that this happens on the T? It does have its own life as a story in its own right, which we really are happy with about the show.
I think it's funny that you brought up last year's sort of snowpocalypse, just because I had an experience with a friend. We got stuck at the Harvard Square Red Line station, and that's almost kind of bonded our friendship. That was the first time we really hung out.
Sure,
so we're the people who we really became best friends because of this derailed Red Line.
Yeah.
But something I want to ask is this a feel-good story? I think despite all the horrors of the T that we go through, is there a light at the end of that tunnel?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, for the reason you just mentioned, the T brings people together, and how much we all hate it sometimes when it ruins our lives.
Sure, yeah.
And that happens to the characters in the show as well. Like, they learn things about themselves. And the T, while they're trying to take it down, unites them as friends.
Sure. So the show, as I understand, is running at Improv Boston. And I know that each of you have some history at Improv Boston.
Yep, the idea for the show happened while we were in a sketch troupe at Improv Boston called Mosaic. And it was like a political and social arts kind of sketch comedy troupe. And I presented this musical as an idea for a sketch, and then Mike said...
And then Improv Boston was taking submissions at the time. They would do a summer musical one weekend in June, and we submitted for that. And they took our musical, and it was so, it was on the front of the Metro, and people were all, like you talked about, being united against the T. So many people wanted to see the T be lampooned that we ended up adding a second weekend and adding performances, continuing to add performances throughout that weekend because they would sell out so quickly. So
and now you're on your third run, am I right?
Yep, that's correct.
Third run, and that starts this Friday.
Tomorrow night.
At 10 o'clock.
At 10 o'clock up until
Boston.
May.
Yep.
And Improv Boston in Cambridge.
That's right.
So Emerson students, if you're watching, you'll only have to brave the Red Line 3 stops to Central Square
Right.
from the Park Street
That's
stop.
really not
And
too
Emerson
bad.
students can also use the discount code I am Charlie all capitals,
I am Charlie.
Yes, exactly.
I am Charlie. That'll be on our Common Agenda social media Facebook page. And we'll have links to buy tickets. What kind of success are you guys anticipating?
Well, both times we've done this, like we felt so honored, and we were laughing a lot about the success of it the first time, because we just wrote this musical for fun, and then it got so much attention the first time, and we were seeing tickets for sale on Craigslist and things like that, and it made us feel really like honored, you know, and like sort of like humble, like it just in a really funny way. And then we did it again at Oberon, Club Oberon, the next year, and had like really good. I think we did 5 shows, and they were all within 20 seats have sold out. So we had really good success there. And I think Empire Boston's doing a lot of great work over there. They have a really great reputation, so they're getting a lot of people a lot of attention. So we anticipate it going really well there.
Well, great. Well, hopefully many Emerson students will find their way over to Improv Boston in Cambridge. Like I said, we will have links to buy tickets on our Common Agenda Facebook and Twitter pages. Again, thank you so much for being here.
you.
We appreciate your time. Once again, I'm Peyton Lewis, and thank you so much for tuning into this week's episode of Common Agenda. Enjoy your Oscars weekend. We know they won't be as inclusive as our Commie Awards, but you will get to see history being made as Leonardo DiCaprio becomes the 83rd white man to win Best Actor. Tune in next week to hear Emersonians' opinions on the results, as well as more news about Emerson students' latest creative ventures. Who knows? Maybe the film boys of today will be the Razzie winners of tomorrow. Have a great day and be safe, everybody.